The status update call. We should look on every single deal to squeeze more juice out of it. Whether it's to get another lead, another deal, a meeting with a realtor, or get that realtor to refer us to another agent. You do that, you focus on that, you make your attention to that, your business cannot help but grow. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, well, let's first quick little recap. We're continuing through this progression of developing a realtor relationship from setting your schedule to make sure you can get the activities in. The first activity, prospecting, then the meeting, and then what you do post-meeting. Now we're going to talk about what to do when you have a deal with the realtor. And this is one of the most important things that maybe am I overstating things when I keep saying how important this stuff is? I guess I wouldn't be doing trainings if it wasn't for the importance of it, because we'd just be wasting time. And so what we're going to talk about next is how to leverage your deals to do a few things for you. Is we want every deal that you have, you want to go in with the mindset is that I want to leverage this deal to get me more referrals, get me more deals, get me more realtor meetings, and or get me referred to other realtors. If you go into every deal with that mindset, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to get more referrals, more deals, more realtor opportunities, and referred to other realtors. It's going to happen. It's our intention. And how do we do that? Well, I'm here to tell you how not to do it. A lot of people will think, well, this is how I do it. I'm going to do such a great job on this loan that they're just going to start referring me clients. I'm going to do such a great job on this loan, the buyer is going to start just referring me people. That's a great idea, and it happens enough in the sense of where people are blinded by thinking that that's the way to do it. It's not. That's just, okay, you got lucky that they remembered to refer you. That is not how you grow your business. You can't rely on just people just thinking about doing something and you just luckily get it. That's not how to do it. We're going to create those opportunities for us. And the best way to create those opportunities for us is by the deal itself, by deploying status update phone calls. Status update phone calls. Notice how I emphasize phone calls. It's not a status update text. It's not a status update email. It's not a status update system automation. All those things are fine and dandy, and they have their place, and you can utilize them. But to achieve what we want to achieve here, which is to get more referrals, more deals, more realtor meetings, and more realtors to refer us to other realtors, we need to leverage the phone and make a call and do a Tuesday and Friday status update call. We need to treat it as a sales activity and not an administrative task to be done. If we treat it as an administrative task to be done, then we might as well leave it to text message, emails, automations, and heck, I can hire somebody else for $3 an hour to make an update for you, right? That's not the point. That's not the point. That is the means that we use, the thing that we use in order to get what we want, and that's to ask for more opportunities. Okay? So the status update is one of the most powerful things to grow your business quickly. Now, that's not the most important thing, is because in order to do a status update, you have to have a deal. In order to have a deal, you have to get referred by a realtor. In order to get it referred by a realtor, you have to have met the realtor. In order to have met the realtor, you've had a cold call to them in order to get the meeting. So prospecting still is the most important one. But once we have the deal and you have a deal in place, it is the fastest way then to grow your business exponentially. Okay? So I share my screen. Wrong screen here. Where do I got this?
So, DJ.
Yep.
Quick question.
Yep.
With that, do I say, hey, DJ, you let them be aware of the days where you usually call and give a status update?
Oh, we're going to get into that.
Usually on Tuesday and Friday, we give status update.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. I'm going to share with you about that. And the important thing is future pacing, leveraging it in many different ways, because you'll see here shortly. But great question. Okay, so status update training, just a couple of keys to remember. I know we went over this the last training, but I like to do things over and over and over to help it sink in and hold on and saturate yourself. One, people do business with people they like. The status update creates more opportunities for you to create frequency with them, right? If you're reaching out every Tuesday and Friday, and more opportunities for them to like you. Man, I really like this Owen guy. He's on top of his game here. That guy's awesome. People keep doing business with you because you're good at what you do, solve problems they have, and you stay top of mind. So you're doing your Tuesday and Friday status update calls. Well, they automatically assume you're good at what you do because nobody else does this, even if you're not good at what you do. But they're going to feel that way. You solve problems they have. You're going to, being that you're in touch with them so frequently, if a problem occurs, you're able to solve it more quickly. And of course, you're going to be top of mind. People are more likely to do what you ask when you ask directly and you do the above. Why is this important? In the status update, there might be a time where you need the buyer, hey, my processor has been asking for a week for this pay stub. I need you to send this to me today, right? It's going to allow you to ask that. And since you develop the relationship, the rapport, guess what they're going to do? They're going to follow you because they trust you, because they view you that you're good at what you do. Status updates helps create that environment. You're in everything. When we do the status updates, we structure it in rapport, value, ask, like everything else, which we'll talk about when we get to it. This also is going to help you be the most known. The word gets around with other realtors because they also share it with other realtors, especially when you tell them to share it with other realtors, right? It helps you become more known. Okay. We're going to do a slight detour, but it's not really a detour. It's kind of a parallel road. It's going to come back to where we want to go. So first, let's talk about the 4 principles to growing your mortgage business. There are 4. Now, actually, 2 of them you could maybe roll into one another, but we're just going to say that there are 4. One is sales. And so to grow your business is generating more leads, more loans, more realtors. So let's just say you close 10% of all of the realtors that you meet. Well, one way to grow your business is meet more realtors, right? And just keep your same closing percentage. So if I want to get more closings and my closing percentages are the same, I just have to meet more people, right? Well, another way to grow your business is to increase your conversion percentage. So let's just say you're meeting with the same number of realtors on a weekly basis, but instead of only converting 10%, you convert 30%. Then you've increased your business. Marketing. This is creating where things more come to you, where you can create more conversations, where sales is more of the land war, marketing is more of the air war, where it's bringing more opportunities to you. And so if you want to bring more things to you, is that creating more marketing things to get things to you. Then operations is providing a preeminent experience. Simply by providing an impeccable experience, you will get some additional business right there. Well, what makes the status update call unique from every other thing that we talk about is that it encompasses all 4 of these principles in one singular activity. From a sales perspective, it's going to give you the opportunity to get more referrals and realtor meetings because we're going to ask for those things. And when you ask for them, you're going to end up receiving. You ask more, you receive more. It's also going to help you convert things at a higher level because realtors and buyers find communication very valuable. So when you're talking to a client, they're like, well, why would I choose you over somebody else? Well, here's one of the things I do. Is the biggest frustration that buyers have with loan officers is that their lack of communication. They don't know what's going on with their deal, and they always have to chase things going on. Well, here's what I do, and this goes back to what you were asking, Owen. Every Tuesday and Friday, I pick up my phone, I call you. I also call your agents too, but I give you an exact update where we're at in the process. And if you have any questions, obviously you can ask me any questions, but I'm going to proactively reach out to you every Tuesday and Friday. So when I call you, make sure you answer so I can give you your update. Would you find that valuable? Absolutely. It's going to help you convert more of your clients. It's going to help you convert your agent meetings. In your agent meetings, when we talked about doing the value part, uncovering pains, one of the pains, and I always try to ask questions to find if this is a pain point, is in a lot of realtors, it's a frustration they have is not knowing what's going on with the deal, or that they have a deal and they only find out things at the very last minute. They haven't heard from the loan officer. Well, realtor, here's what I do. Is every Tuesday and every Friday, I pick up my phone, I call you, I call your buyer, and I call the listing agent to give you an exact update where we're at with the file. So you'll never be without knowing where we're at with this loan. You're going to convert a higher percentage of the realtors by implementing the status update call. This becomes a marketing thing. This becomes things that you can promote to realtors that you do. Very powerful. They absolutely love this. And operations is it forces you to be on top of your files. And not that we want you to be in your files where you're doing all the work. That's what our processing team is for. Now, there's occasion when we might need your help with something, but it forces you to stay on top of things, makes you seem, okay, wow, this guy knows what's going on. And then you can, if there's something on there, you can help make sure it gets back on track. Let's say the processing is being slow with something. You let me or Chris know, and we see what's going on there, because we don't know everything that's going on at all times, is that we can make sure things get on track and taken care of. Another big thing is this helps prevent unnecessary calls to you from the realtor or the borrower. I'm going to share this post with you guys. This literally is a post that I saw today. I guess it was posted a few days ago. This is our click system, by the way. Here's a post that I saw from a loan officer pissing and moaning. And I love this because I knew I was teaching you guys this today. So a realtor's job is to get a contract signed and then email me the next 20 days with, is there any updates while I try to do my job? Venting complete, thanks. That's your competition. It's a loser mentality, and that's the mentality most of your competition has. This would not happen. He would not have emails coming from this realtor for 20 days straight. Is there an update? If he told the realtor up front, I'm going to call you every Tuesday and Friday and give you an update. There's no need then for all these emails. Instead of this being a light bulb going off, maybe I should proactively update them. Instead, they piss and moan. But this is what the majority of loan officers think. But what we do is we don't simply just give an update for the sake of an update. Heck, anybody can do that. We're leveraging this to get you more business, whether it's a referral, a direct deal, a realtor meeting, or for an agent to refer you to another agent. So how do we utilize and actually implement the call? Well, we follow the call structure, or the acronym RVA, rapport, value, ask. And so let me just give you just a couple basic calls that this could be. These don't have to take long, but remember, this is a sales activity. So treat it as a sales activity, not just an administrative thing that needs to get done. And so let's say I'm calling the buyer. Hey, buyer, it's Friday. Hey, buyer, how's it going? Good. How's work going? Great. How's that thing that you were talking about the other day with that big meeting you had? You notice how I'm pulling something from a conversation I might have had with them before, right? Well, good. I'm really glad to hear that going well. Today's Friday. As you know, it's Friday status update call. I wanted to give you your update going into the weekend. Let you know we have initial conditional loan approval that just came out this morning. My processor, she's going to be reaching out with you with some things that we do need. I know there might be an updated pay stub or something like that. Keep an eye out. Get that to her as soon as you possibly can. The appraiser is going through tomorrow, and the due date's back by Tuesday. If I get it before Tuesday, I will let you know. Great. Any questions you have for me? No. Awesome. Well, let me ask you this. Any chance you came across anybody at work or something that might have mentioned they too are looking to buy a house? Oh, nobody came to mind, or nobody did. Okay, no problem. When you do come across someone that's looking to buy, could you tell them about me? I love the opportunity to work with them. Notice how I phrase that question. Not if, when you do come across someone. And why do we do that? It's because there's a thing in our brain that it's called the reticular activating system. And that's a filter in our brain because we receive tens of thousands of inputs all the time. And most things that we don't even notice, right? But have you ever bought a car and all of a sudden you see that car everywhere? Or you bought a shirt and you see that other places? Before, it's not like those things just appeared. They were always there, but your brain tuned them out because it wasn't important. But now that you bought it, well, I guess that is kind of important. Somebody last week was telling me about this prescription pill that people are using to lose weight, even though it's not a lose weight drug. And I never heard of it. But what I told this person is, now that you told me about it, I guarantee you that I will see it around. And sure enough, yesterday I saw it in a place. I saw it. I would have been totally tuned out to it, but since she brought it up, now my brain is more aware of it. And sure enough, I saw it. Right? Pretty crazy, right? Well, being that somebody's in the mode of buying a house, they're more hyper aware of somebody else buying a house. So when they're at a coffee shop and they used to overhear a conversation of someone talking about house searching, they would just tune it out because they weren't in that mode. But now that they're in that mode, their brain receives that information. And when you say, when you come across someone, will you tell them about me? Can you tell them about me? What are they going to think when they do come across such a person? They can't help but think of you because you told them to think of you. Now, you can't guarantee that they're going to tell them about you, but you've increased your odds of that happening. And you do that consistently over all of your deals, you're going to get more deals. So that's how you could do it with the buyer. Now, say I'm calling the buyer's agent. Hey, buyer's agent, how is work going? Yeah, I got anything fun planned for the weekend? Oh, you're going out, doing this, doing that. Awesome, great. Well, today's Friday. I'm going to give you your Friday status update, give you some good news going into the weekend. Hey, we got conditional approval from our underwriter. There's a few things that we need, but I talked to the borrower already, and he or she's going to get that to us by the end of the day. Appraiser's going through tomorrow. We should have the report back by Tuesday. Once we do get it back, I'll let you know if we're good on value. Great. Do you have any questions for me? Awesome. Nothing? Great. Hey, you mentioned that you're going out shopping. Any chance I could give that client a call and see if I could do better for them than with their current lender? I'm obviously going to do the same status updates I'm doing for you, right? Simple. Or let's say I'm calling the listing agent. Same thing. Hey, listing agent, how's it going? Hope you're doing great. How was the week? Crazy week in real estate. What's going on? A little bit of rapport. Value. I'm giving you your Friday status update call like I told you I do. And here where we're at. We do have conditional loan approval, a few conditions, nothing major. Buyer's going to get those to us today. As you know, the appraiser is going through tomorrow. The report's due on Tuesday. Now, sometimes I get it back before the due date, and if I do, I'll keep you posted on how the value looked. Now, any questions you have for me? Yeah? No? Nothing? Great. All right, well, you know what? I'm really enjoying this deal. Things are going pretty quickly here, and we've never actually met other than these phone calls. Would you be available on Monday or Tuesday? Jump on a 15, 20-minute Zoom at such and such time, talk some shop? I got myself a meeting. Or let's say it's the buyer's agent. I've worked with them a lot. I'm not asking for a referral. I ask them, hey, Owen, I really appreciate working with you. I know it's our second or third deal, and I love to work with more realtors like you. What of your realtor friends are open to talking to another loan officer? Now you got yourself a warm referral to another realtor. The status update call. We should look on every single deal to squeeze more juice out of it. Whether it's to get another lead, another deal, a meeting with a realtor, or get that realtor to refer us to another agent. You do that, you focus on that, you make your attention to that, your business cannot help but grow. It's a guarantee. But in order to get these opportunities, it goes all the way back to prospecting. In order to even get yourself in this situation, you need to be prospecting that's going to create and lead to the opportunities where you have an accepted offer where you can do your status update calls. So every Tuesday, every Friday, you do your calls. Now, we have things with our systems to make it easier for you, meaning like to know what's going on with your deals. You'll learn that through our tech onboarding. There's some new things we're developing tech-wise with our processor to make it even easier for you guys to get the information that you need. But any questions you guys have for me regarding the status update call?